The market did close down 0.3% for the S&P, and partly because of political pressures. Deputy AG Rod Rosenstein is scheduled to meet with President Trump later this week. President Trump addressing this at the bilateral meeting with South Korean President Moon just last hour.
I'm meeting with Rod Rosenstein on Thursday when I get back from all of these meetings, and we'll be meeting at the White House, and we'll be determining what's going on. We want to have transparency, we want to have openness, and I look forward to meeting with Rod at that time.
This after mixed reports today that Rosenstein was resigning from his position or was about to be fired. Let's bring in Ed Mills, public policy analyst at Raymond James, for more on these developments. Ed, first, how do you read the market reaction, or really lack thereof, around big headlines like this?
Yeah, what clients tell me is that they care a lot, keep informing me of what's going on here, but I'm not going to make an investment decision about this just yet. Because if you think about it, where we were about 24 hours ago to now is about the same point, but you couldn't have had more volatility in terms of the information coming out of Washington, D.C. than what we already got today.
Ed, if we did see the Deputy AG fired by the President, do you think that would have a big impact on the midterms?
I think that it has a good chance that if it's a combination of things, that tilts it more towards Democrats. And I think that gets a concern if the Senate is in play. That's where the market impact would be there and where the midterm election impact is there. That's why I think that Trump has said, let's meet on Thursday and probably wait until after the midterm elections be taking any big action here.
Hey, Nancy, as an investor, do you think that the market is mispricing the risk around this or getting it right?
I don't know, Sarah, it's so hard, isn't it? I mean, this is what we do every day. We look at the daily news and then we try to extrapolate it. And I thought Jamie Dimon had it right earlier today when he talked about the frictions, because one of those frictions may eventually be the issue that turns things in another direction. But when the underlying fundamentals are so strong as they are now, I am worried, but I'm not unwilling to invest in stocks at these levels. The market multiple is still attractive based on where we were a year ago, and we continue to find high-quality companies that we can take advantage of while selling our energy stock to the energy holdings to the growth managers. So politics matters in the near term, but it doesn't necessarily matter in the long term.
Ed, bring us back to your current expectations on the midterms and what the market reaction will likely be.
Yeah, our view on the midterm is that Democrats are very likely to have a majority in the House. Republicans are likely to maintain the majority in the Senate. What we think that actually does is provide for a continuation of the deregulatory agenda of President Trump, because the Senate and the Senate alone confirms nominees. And when you look at the House, the most likely legislative agenda out of the House is probably a continuation of fiscal stimulus, continuation of government spending at current levels. Those are actually, in our opinion, a win-win potentially here for the market.